The emergency klaxons shrieked across the bridge of the flagship Dominion's Pride as Admiral Vex stared at the tactical display in disbelief. Where moments before had been empty space at the edge of the Kepler system, now hung a vessel unlike anything in the galactic database. "Report," Vex commanded, his 4 arms working frantically across the command console. "Unknown vessel, Admiral. No match in our records. Length approximately 2 kilometers. Mass readings are ... on impossible. The sensors must be malfunctioning. Recalibrate and scan again." The tactical officer's mandibles clicked nervously. "Sir, I've run the scan 3 times. The vessel appears to be constructed primarily of metals we've never encountered. Its mass signature suggests armor plating nearly 50 meters thick." Admiral Vex had commanded the combined galactic fleet for 30 cycles. His forces represented the military might of 17 different species, each contributing their most advanced warships to maintain peace across known space. The fleet arrayed before him consisted of over 400 vessels, including dreadnoughts from the silicon-based Crystalline Empire and the living bioships of the Hive Collective. "Transmission incoming, Admiral." On screen, the holographic display flickered to life, revealing a bipedal creature with pale skin and bilateral symmetry. Its small eyes were set in a rounded skull, and it wore what appeared to be a simple gray uniform. "This is Captain Reed of the Earth Defense Force vessel Retribution. You are trespassing in human space. Withdraw immediately or face the consequences." A ripple of what could only be described as amusement passed through the bridge crew. Admiral Vex himself struggled to contain his surprise. The creature before him appeared to be one of the mythical humans, the legendary species that had supposedly vanished from the galaxy millennia ago. "Captain Reed," Vex replied, using the universal translator. "I am Admiral Vex of the Combined Galactic Fleet. We are conducting routine patrol operations in unclaimed space. Your vessel is vastly outnumbered. I suggest you reconsider your position." The human's expression remained unchanged. "Admiral, you have 30 seconds to begin your withdrawal, or I will consider your fleet a hostile force." "You cannot be serious. We have over 400 warships. Your single vessel, while impressive, cannot hope to match our combined firepower." 20 seconds, Admiral." Vex gestured to his weapons officer. "Prepare the fleet for combat. Target: the unknown vessel. Perhaps we can disable it and study their technology." 10 seconds, the human said calmly. "Admiral," his sensor operator called out urgently, "the unknown vessel is powering up weapons systems. Energy readings are off the scale. All ships, open fire." The space around the human vessel erupted in a symphony of destruction as hundreds of energy beams, plasma bolts, and kinetic projectiles converged on the Retribution. The combined firepower was enough to crack a small moon. When the weapons fire cleared, the human ship hung in space completely undamaged. "Impossible," whispered the tactical officer. Captain Reed's image remained steady on the screen. "Your turn." The human vessel began to move, accelerating at speeds that should have liquefied any organic crew. Along its hull, weapon ports opened, revealing technology that made the combined fleet's armaments look primitive. The first salvo from the Retribution was unlike anything in Admiral Vex's experience. Beams of pure energy lanced out, each one finding its target with impossible precision. Where they struck, ships didn't just explode, they ceased to exist, their matter converted to energy in brilliant flashes of light. Evasive maneuvers. Vex shouted, but the human ship moved like a predator among prey. Its weapons fired in perfect synchronization, each shot calculated to maximum effect. The massive dreadnought Eternal Vigilance turned to bring its heavy guns to bear. But a single beam from the human vessel carved through its kilometer-long hull like a blade through paper. The Bioship Collective tried to coordinate their living vessels into a defensive formation, but the Retribution moved through their ranks like death itself. "Damage report." 70% of the fleet destroyed or disabled, Admiral. The remaining ships are requesting permission to retreat. 2 minutes had passed since the engagement began. How are they doing this? Vex demanded. His science officer, a crystalline being whose voice rang like wind chimes, provided the answer that chilled every bridge officer. Admiral, their technology appears to be based on principles we haven't even theorized. They're manipulating matter at the quantum level, channeling energy through dimensional interfaces we can't comprehend. Another wave of impossible weapons fire swept through the fleet. The few remaining vessels that tried to fight back found their shots absorbed harmlessly by the human ship's defensive systems. Admiral, a transmission from Captain Ross of the scout ship Swift Current. We have to retreat. This is a massacre. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Admiral Vex watched as the pride of galactic civilization was systematically dismantled by a single human vessel. The Retribution moved with mechanical precision, its weapons never missing, never wasting a shot. All remaining ships, full retreat. Vex finally commanded. As the surviving vessels of the combined galactic fleet fled in disorder, Captain Reed's image appeared once more on the communication screen. Admiral Vex, I trust this demonstration was sufficient. Human space extends to all systems within 50 light-years of Earth. Any future incursions will be met with less restraint. The transmission ended, and the human battleship simply vanished, leaving no trace of its presence except for the debris field that had once been the galaxy's most powerful fleet. Admiral Vex slumped in his command chair, staring at the tactical display that showed the scattered remains of 400 warships. In 4 minutes, everything they thought they knew about military power in the galaxy had been proven wrong. The humans had returned, and they were no longer the primitive species of ancient legend. They were something far more dangerous than anyone had imagined.